Hello, my name is Shai, and I develop software at Autodesk Tel Aviv. Because I'm into design just as much as coding, I have the advantage of a 360 approach to building an application. This cuts down development time. Today, I'd like to talk about the designer-developer workflow and how we can improve it. So everything is cool at the beginning of the project, right? You, as the designer, have a vision. You sit down to Sketch or Illustrator or Photoshop, whatever your weapon of choice is, and you create. The world is your oyster. But then this starts, those standard designer-developer iterations. So let's say you have a mockup. You send the developer some assets. The developer, sometimes with brutality, fits your design into a framework. Then CSS and HTML issues come up. You try to accommodate and change things, resend some more stuff, back and forth, and so on, until the work is done. How many of you can relate to this chart? Raise your hands. I see that quite a few of us have experienced this. How many of us find this process less than enjoyable? And after all the work and effort, what about the final product? So this cartoon illustrates the first problem, which is you never know what you're going to end up with. And it's not just the final result I'm talking about, it's every step along the way. Another issue is that because it's a serial process rather than a parallel one, often the designer or the developer has to adapt to the other schedule. And don't forget the HTML and CSS limitations I've mentioned before. They never fail to pop up along the way. Wouldn't it be cool to bypass the developer? Wouldn't it be great if your mockup could come to life in a matter of seconds? So I think that developers will gradually lose control of user interface and focus only on application logic and data. Everything else will be in the hands of the designer, creating an interactive application without a single line of code. Some web designers currently design only in the browser. This is one of the biggest trends of 2016. Here are some well-known examples. Webflow, Wix, Weebly, whatever. Bear in mind, these are only for building websites, not for web applications. It's really easy, no coding required at all. And here are the benefits. You cut down development time. You can see the limitations and reactions of the actual browser with regard to the design, and it's more natural than designing in a program that has nothing to do with the web. I want to take all these benefits from building websites into web applications. So I came up with the idea of the Designer's Hub, a new platform. The Hub is a networking community for Autodesk designers to showcase creative work, share design assets, and most importantly, share knowledge. The Hub will use atomic design. Atomic design is inspired by nature, by chemistry. It defines the building blocks of UI. In web interfaces, atoms are basically HTML tags, such as an input, a button, a form. They can be something more abstract, like fonts or color palettes. Molecules are groups of atoms bound together, such as this search component, which is made up of two atoms, an input and a button. Organisms are groups of molecules joined together to form a relatively complex, distinct section of an interface, such as this header. Templates are the level where clients start seeing the final result, the final design, what most of us call wireframes, such as this blog page. Pages are specific instances of templates. If we look at some of the strongest brands in the market today, they use atomic design across all of their products to create a uniform and easily recognizable brand. Google, for example, have known this for a long time and shared what they call material design with the community in the hope that everyone will adopt their style. Just imagine how much we can strengthen our brand by reusing a successful style. The Hub is a place where we can strengthen our brand, learn from each other's experience, save time, and harness the power of crowd wisdom. Let me show you how it's going to work. So one day, Noah, a designer from the Tel Aviv office, logs into the platform and creates her first theme. She begins by forming the building blocks for her project, the atoms. For each atom, she defines the look, she defines the different states and animations. Now, she can move on and create molecules and organisms to reach the level of a theme. At any point during this process, Noah can share her work and ask the community to review it. She can write a survey and link it to her design. She can get tips and feedback from coworkers from different time zones. Once shared, her theme can be reused. Others can fork from it and tailor it to their needs. In short, Noah has created a theme, meaning she has defined atoms, molecules, and organisms. The CSS and JavaScript package is all set. Developers can take the package and include it in their project. For them, the UI is seamless. But not only the developers can reach the HTML wireframe level, Noah can do it too. Using an easy drag and drop tool, she can move on and create templates. This will bring the design to the HTML wireframe level. The outcome is responsive and shows up pixel perfect on any device. I'm delighted to share with you that Autodesk Designers Hub will officially launch during November. I'll publish the link on the Designers Slack channel. I believe that the Designers Hub will bring up together this talented community and strengthen our brand by taking Hig Next from idea to a reality, the Designers Hub, because together we can design what Autodesk looks like. Thank you very much.